Hey guys, so today we have the China Glaze Trolls World Tour collection for spring of 2020. This consists of 8 polishes. The shades are inspired by the movie Trolls World Tour. So today we're gonna get into it, and here are the swatches. So the first polish is No Holds Barb, and this is a red jelly polish. It's almost like a crelly. It leans a little bit orange. My camera's a little bit off, so let's get into the swatches. So this is the first coat of No Holds Barb. As you can see, it's definitely a jelly-like consistency. It's a little hard to handle. A lot of the polishes in this collection had a lot of drippage. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's almost like too much polish on the brush. But that is one coat of No Holds Barb. And onto the second coat of No Holds Barb. It definitely makes the polish a little bit more opaque. And the formula is really smooth, which is nice. With this one, the formula was really nice too. I got a handle on the extra polish on the brush situation. And that is 2 coats of No Holds Barb. The next polish is called Delta Darling, and this is a orange cream. It's like a really light orange, almost like creamsicle orange. So let's get into the swatches. So this is 1 coat of Delta Darling. You can kind of see already the first coat is really streaky. The formula was okay. And that is 1 coat of Delta Darling. And now here's the second coat of Delta Darling. It definitely builds up in the second coat. You can definitely see that streak right there in the middle. This was also a polish where there was too much on the brush. It's a little bit hard to figure out, and the streak in the middle just it was quite interesting to work with. But it did build up to pretty opaque, and that is 2 coats of Delta Darling. The next polish is called It's All Techno, and this is a like lemon lime muted neon cream. It's almost chartreusey a little bit, but leaning more lime. So let's get into the swatches. So here is the first coat of It's All Techno. This is definitely really streaky as well, a little bit more so than Delta Darling. But pretty okay formula. Again, too much polish on the brush. I don't know what it is with China Glaze anymore, but this happens to me quite a lot in the last few collections. So that is 1 coat of It's All Techno. And here's the second coat of It's All Techno. It definitely builds up a little bit to be a little bit more opaque. Still a little bit streaky though. And see, that polish on the brush. Good times, good times. And then when you do too little, like you see there, it's an issue also. It was tricky to figure this out, gotta say. But I like the color, and that is 2 coats of It's All Techno. And because of the streaks, I thought it was best to do a 3rd coat. I didn't do that with all of the polishes in this collection, but this one just, you see the streaks kind of at the bottom of the other two nails. I just felt like I really needed a third coat, make it look okay. Because I didn't think the photos would come out well either. But definitely builds completely opaque. The tiniest bit of streaking still, even with the 3 coats. I really did not love the formula on this one, but it has 3 coats of It's All Techno. The next polish is called Can't Stop Branching, and it shows a little bit darker in my camera, but it's a light aqua blue. It's almost like a muted aqua blue that leans a tiny bit green. So here's the swatch. So here is the first coat of Can't Stop Branching. Can't Stop Branching. It's definitely streaky on the first coat. And you can see already on my pointer it's drying to a satin-like finish. Definitely not like a matte finish, but definitely a satin finish, which kind of makes this formula a little bit hard to work with. I know I kind of said that with everything so far, but the formulas in this collection were just not great. That is 1 coat of Can't Stop Branching, and here is the second coat of Can't Stop Branching. It definitely builds up to pretty much completely opaque. Again, the formula with the amount of polish on the brush is an issue, but really pretty color. Not my favorite, and you know, you can even see that little streak at the bottom of my middle nail. It's still definitely, because of the satin finish formula, kind of makes it hard to deal with. You have to kind of work pretty fast, but that is 2 coats of Can't Stop Branching. Next up is Funky Beat. This is a bright grape purple cream. It's a little bit more opaque than No Holds Barb, but it is like more of a crelly finish. So here's the swatch. So here's the first coat of Funky Beat. And not too bad on the first coat, a little streaky, but the formula on this one is so much better than the other ones. Had way less of the too much polish on the brush issue that I was complaining about this whole video. But for some reason I did my ring finger a little bit heavier than the other 2, but that's okay. It's still dried pretty evenly. So that is 1 coat of Funky Beat. Now here's the second coat of Funky Beat, and it becomes completely opaque into. This formula is fantastic. You can even see the extra polish on the brush too, but somehow for whatever reason this formula on this one specifically doesn't have it falling to the cuticles as much as the other ones. But I love this color. I thought this was really pretty and really great formula. So that is 2 coats of Funky Beat. Next up is Pink and Poppy, and it's a fuchsia pink base with hollow, maybe some iridescent pink glitters in it. This is just like a shimmery cream formula. So here's the swatch. So here's the first coat of Pink and Poppy. I thought it would be a little bit more opaque on the first coat, but you know, not as streaky as the others, which I liked. A little bit though, definitely builds up. You can see all that shimmer popping through, which is really pretty. Definitely not light on the shimmer at all. And that's 1 coat of Pink and Poppy. Here's the second coat of Pink and Poppy. Definitely builds up in the second coat. You could still see some nail line. So if you have shorter nails, you could probably get away with 2 coats, but I am gonna do a third. And the shimmers and that holographic iridescent glitter is definitely popping through on the second coat. And that is 2 coats of Pink and Poppy. And here's the third coat of Pink and Poppy. I did want to do a third one just to show that it does become completely opaque and you don't really see the nail line anymore. And that pink shimmer really is popping through on that third coat. But like I said, if you have shorter nails, you could probably do away with just 2. And that is 3 coats of Pink and Poppy. Next up is Chill in Symphonyville, and this is a sheer blue base with a blue shimmer, and if you can see it, I don't know if you can in this light, but if you can see it, there's like very fine purple glitters in there too. It's like very sparse with the purple, but it is in there. So here is the swatch. So here is the first coat of Chill in Symphonyville. It's definitely a topper. These last 2 are more so toppers, but you can wear this one alone. It does build a little bit in 2 or 3 coats. You're definitely going to see that nail line even after 3 coats though, because it's definitely used as a topper instead. But that is 1 coat of Chill in Symphonyville. And here's the second coat of Chill in Symphonyville. You can see that it builds up just a tiny bit, just so you can get that like blue sheen, have that blue shimmer running through. It's definitely a very sheer polish. Like I said, it's supposed to be a topper, so you will see that nail line. But I figured I'd show you guys it alone. I'll also be topping it over a different polish in this collection as well. So that is 2 coats of Chill in Symphonyville. And here is Chill in Symphonyville over 2 coats of Can't Stop Branchin'. And it's definitely supposed to be a topper. You can see how the blue shimmers definitely pop over that blue polish. Sure, you could do it over white, over black. It'll look just as pretty. So that is 1 coat of Chill in Symphonyville. And last up is GLITTER-IFFIC. This is just a holographic glitter bomb. It's a little bit more dense than usual. It almost like reminds me of fairy dust, but like a chunkier, yeah, more dense fairy dust. So here is the swatch. So I thought I was recording my first coat of GLITTER-IFFIC, but I hit the record button after the fact. So here is 1 coat of GLITTER-IFFIC after I already painted it. And then here is 2 coats of GLITTER-IFFIC just by itself. Like I said, it was a really dense, hollow glitter. It builds up very fast. It's super pretty. It's definitely like a, yeah, like a denser version of fairy dust. It's really pretty. So that is 2 coats of GLITTER-IFFIC. And I decided to try it over 2 coats of No Holds Barb. The red is a really pretty base for this. You just need 1 coat and it really makes the polish pop. So that is 1 coat of GLITTER-IFFIC over No Holds Barb. And this was my favorite combo of the whole collection, which was GLITTER-IFFIC over Funky Beat. I just really loved how this looked over the purple. It's really beautiful. It just made like the glitter really pop even more so than over No Holds Barb. So I figured I'd show you guys. But that is 1 coat of GLITTER-IFFIC over Funky Beat. So that concludes the swatches of the China Glaze Trolls World Tour collection for spring of 2020. And I gotta say, this collection is really weird for the first collection of the year. Like usually they do like a 12-piece collection and they keep it very spring, which like the colors are really springy, but they also like remind me a lot of summer. And I don't know, it was weird. A lot of the formulas were really weird. I don't know, it was weird. That being said, I will say that my absolute favorite of the collection, this is the one that the formula wasn't weird at all. It was just like a straight up cream, was Funky Beat. I thought I had a ton of purples like this in my collection, but especially China Glaze, but just in my collection in general. It just looks like a normal purple cream, like who cares? But it's super opaque and it's almost like a neon purple, which is really weird for spring, but I really like it. I definitely will be wearing this summer. I'm definitely gonna do some nail art with it. It was really, really pretty. And I will also say my favorite combo was Funky Beat with GLITTER-IFFIC on top of it. This is such a good dense hollow glitter without it being chunky. I don't know how else to like say it. Really like built up in 2 coats as you saw in the swatches, and I feel like with 3 coats this would be totally opaque. So that's really, really nice, and it doesn't look as dense as it is, which I also really liked. So yeah, so those were my 2 favorite, but I will give an honorable mention to No Holds Barb. This was such a weird red, but I really like it. I have nothing like this in my collection. It's like it's a coral leaning red jelly, which I really like. I know not everyone likes jellies and how they show the nail line, but I don't know, sometimes I just like a jelly. It's good. So this was definitely an honorable mention for me. It was really, really nice to see this. It's, again, weird for spring. It's just a weird color. This whole collection was weird. But anyway, those were the swatches for the China Glaze spring collection. Let me know which one was your favorite from the collection, which ones you're picking up. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell so you can find out when my next video is. So till next time, guys, flaunt it till you haunt it. Bye. By the movie Trolls World. It's inspired by the movie Trolls World Tour. The China Glaze Trolls World Tour. I can't say that name.